Hi everybody, these are the dinette frames that I welded up for the seats. I made these out of some angle iron. Well, when I put these together, I took the dimensions from my camper, but I angled the back a little bit. You can see how the backrest kind of reclines back a little. Normally most of the dinettes I've ever seen are pretty much straight up and down. I thought if I angled this a bit, it would make it a little more comfortable. And it does, but unfortunately it's not really the best spot to sit and eat. It'd be okay for driving down the road, but not really the best position for eating. And I'm not too happy really with how they came out. What I'm thinking about doing is cutting this back right off and only using these base rectangles here. What I've done is I've got some truck seats, and I'm going to take each truck seat and extend it so it's longer, so that the frame will fit in this area. And the seats have a reclining mechanism, so I'll be able to adjust this reclining spot here, be able to lay it back for when we're traveling down the road, and move it up for eating. One other thing I'd like to mention is when these when I angled these backrests back, I went about 2 inches, and that extended the amount of space that this dinette takes up by, well, 4 inches, which is quite a bit of space in here. I'm going to have to move this chair forward more towards the stove, so I don't know how things are going to work out. It's starting to get kind of cramped up in the front area. Well, here's the seats. Not in bad shape, really. Let's just clean them up. They'd be pretty nice. It's almost a shame to cut them all up. Well, I guess the first thing to do is get the upholstery out there and get the foam off. These seats just have a interlocking piece of plastic here. It just kind of wraps around underneath the bottom where it's hidden. So you can see where it just kind of snaps on. So I just undo that and should be able to just roll these covers right up off the back. What we have in here is what's called a listing wire, and just got some hog rings. We'll snip those with a pair of side cutters, and this will just come right off. Next thing we got to do is remove the cover off the bottom, which is on this particular seat just held on with these little plastic pieces here. Once I get the handles off, I like to put my screws right back where they came out from, if at all possible. That way there, I don't have to worry about losing them. On the bottom of the seat, we find the same listings that we had on the backrest. Just held in there with some hog rings. Okay, I've got the listings all snipped. This foam rubber will just come right off here. Now, once all the upholstery and the foam is off, there's not much to it, really. So, just the next thing I could do is 4 bolts, and the runners come off right here, sliders, slide back and forth with. Now these particular seats have this solid bar for adjusting the sliders for the back and forth movement. A lot of times you'll see these seats, they'll have a wire that runs from one runner to the next, and for my application, this is going to be much better, because all I need to do is cut this and extend it, and I won't have to worry about having that wire, since each one of these operates off this bar here. So I'm happy about that. That's going to make things a little simpler. This particular seat, the runners just don't come off like the older type seats. Instead, this whole thing here has got a pan on it that just kind of lifts off. Now this position shows the seat fully reclined. That is as far back as it'll go right now. That's going to work out great for the dinette seat that faces to the front of the bus. On the dinette seat that faces backwards, I really would like to have this so that I could recline this completely back, so that these could be reclined back and used as a bed. So at this point, this seat will work for facing forward. I'm going to take it up to my other shop where I do metalworking, and we'll snip that in those few places. Oh, and the pan here. I could just cut this pan in the front and the back, but I think it would be a lot easier to just make a new frame up. I've got my 4 attachment points, so if I just get some square tubing, I think I can just make a frame and put some springs in there. I don't know if I want to use springs. I really don't like zigzag springs. I could easily be put in there, but I might go with some rubber webbing, or maybe I'll put some oak over the top of it, and I'll just use a standard furniture webbing. I like the webbing idea better. It doesn't break, it doesn't squeak, and it's comfortable. So things to think about anyways.